Hello everyone and welcome back to more Spoopy Time in the Letter. We are back for more Zachary points of view. Yes, we are not quite done with Zachary yet, just yet, because in the last episode, let's see. Well, what happened was it was splotchy in between, like in terms of like the scary stuff that's happened because of we time skipped over uh, what's it called, past the point where Zachary had done the photo shoot for living luxury, whatever. I can never get the name right, but it's just like, I don't know, luxury living, yeah, luxury living for Hana, and then also was in the middle of processing the photos that night. So, as he was processing the photo, of course, the one where he caught the ghost on camera, those pictures came out distorted, and Hana's head is all like weirded and messed up. So he thought it was really weird. He thought it was his mistake because, apparently that stuff kind of happens when you're processing photos, and if you're not being careful. But either way, he kind of like had a bad feeling about it. He was saying, oh, like how, he can't shake off the fact that he did see something through the camera lens. So he took the photos and he had the intention to show it to Hana. Well, actually, I made him have the intention of showing it to Hana because it was either Hana or Ash, and I was like, oh, Hana has been seeing stuff more as of late, so maybe this would be like something that would like help trigger her or something like that to make her take it more seriously, kind of thing. But anyways, whatever. Regardless, because of that, Zach ended up visiting the Wright's mansion, and he was greeted by, of course, Luke first, but then, of course, after a little bit of a kind of like an interrogation with Luke, Hana shows up, saves our ass, and because Luke was getting a little bit intense, and she invited us to go out furniture shopping with her. So yes, so we tagged along with Marianne, and we were hitting it off with Marianne in terms of work related stuff, and she offered a project for us after we were done with the luxury living magazine shoot. But unfortunately, I chose to go ahead to show them the distorted pictures. Oh yeah, and also how Hana, we had a little bit of a brief conversation with Hana, and we figured out that she has revealed that she's indeed pregnant, but she told Zachary before she actually ends up telling Luke, and she's just expressing her worries about being a good mom and Luke being a good father. And Zach is just comforting her about the fact, and be like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's just first time baby jitters or some shit like that. Anyway, so regardless, afterwards, when Hana and Marianne were about to part ways after doing the whole furniture shopping, we showed the pictures, but then of course I realized that the fact is that she hadn't gone through that traumatic experience in the kitchen area just yet, so she of course brushes the photos off as something as like really edited and like kind of artsy. She doesn't obviously believe us, and Hana is put off by it, same with Marianne, and that kind of puts us back to square one. I don't know if that's gonna maybe that might affect the story. I think it might be, because Marianne is now kind of like iffy about us handing over a project job to us. Yes, so we leave it off that. But then of course even though they gave that reaction, Zach was just saying how, oh, like I still don't feel good about this, like maybe we can go to somewhere that could actually help us. And turns out it was the priest that did the blessing for the mansion, but then he called off sick after going to the mansion. And when we finally encountered him at the church, he was freaking out, and because he sees the ghost behind us that's following us now, so we're officially haunted. So he's unintentionally telling us and to go away and stuff like that, but he's actually talking to the ghost instead of us, Zach. So he has a mental breakdown. He gets taken away, and we're left really shaken. We're like, what the hell is going on, kind of thing. And also, yeah, Hana was saying how she's inviting us to the housewarming party, and indeed we do go, because in Hana's route, in Hana's point of view, we see that he actually did show up, Zach. And then so yeah, anyways, regardless, I think, yeah, Zach goes home that night really shaken up. He couldn't quite like make of what happened in the church. And then obviously that night when he went to sleep, he had his usual nightmares, but then added on to the fact that he saw the ghost comes into play as well too, and we had a little bit of a jump scare because the ghost was like there, right at the foot of our bed, and that really freaked us out. But we woke up in the middle of the night and it was gone. It was like, oh, it was a dream. But anyways, he was really shaken up. We woke up that early morning. We went out to the park to like have a breather, and then we find Kylie, who is the goddaughter of Luke and Hana, funny enough. But then anyway, so Kylie and us had a talk, and she was just saying how like, oh, well, Zach unintentionally kind of like hinted that, oh, there's someone who's bothering my friends, and it's really hard, like, things are getting hard now, blah blah. And she's just kind of thinking, of course, it's a person, so she's like, why don't you, maybe find out what's wrong with her, or maybe, maybe she wants help, or maybe she's just really sad. So yeah, unintentionally, that was the advice that she gives Zach, and then we end up parting ways. But then, of course, before we actually do part ways, little Kylie had a little possessed moment where she's like, the ghost took over and was like, will you help me, kind of thing, and she's giving us this creepy smile, and that freaked out Zach again. And that's when we ran all the way home because of that incident. So yeah, now we are home now, and it's funny enough because after that scary incident, this music's still calming and shit like that. So let's see what would happen now. What's gonna happen? So the tremors follow me even as I get home, right? It's very scary to be face to face with a possessed child. I had hoped a little stroll around the block for a few hours would help. No, it didn't. Instead, I am assaulted with more images of her smile, the loathing in her eyes, the stench of gore, the horrid crunch that comes with every movement she makes. Even old memories have been sullied by her, and Ma's song no longer sounds as sweet as it meant to be. Right. In the end, all I got is a sinking feeling I will never be rid of her image, and another ridiculous idea that may or may not even work out. Yeah, true, because he was like, after Kylie was saying how like, oh, maybe you should find out if she needs help or if she's sad or some shit like that, he was like, yeah, maybe, it's best if I actually be a little bit more proactive about this whole ghost situation instead of letting it kind of run its course, kind of thing. So yeah, so the sun is already hanging low on the horizon when I make it back. And for the first time, coming home feels more like a chore. Only I didn't arrive to an empty room. What? Who's here? Because as soon as I open the door, I am greeted by none other than Ash.
Sup, Z-Man?
Yes, it's Ash.
I told you we should have called him before going here.
Oh, it's Isabella.
It's fine.
Okay. So what are you guys doing here? Damn, what y'all doing here? It is Ashton I see first, sitting comfortably on my couch, munching on a bag of chips with both feet propped atop the coffee table. Whatever proverbial stone has made a home at the pit of my stomach automatically flies right out the window at the sight of him. Okay. But before any exasperation can set in, my attention is taken by the other occupant in the room, which is Isabella. Isabella perches on the only other chair in the room, attempting to make herself smaller, it seems, from how closely she's hugging her arms against her. Nevertheless, she gives me a small smile when she noticed my stare. Yet somehow there ain't any warmth in it like it's supposed to have. Did she tell him about the ghost?
Hey, Zach. Sorry we just barged in here. Ash was
what?
Relax. Z-Man gave me a copy of the key himself.
Okay. But, like, yeah, why are you guys here? Only after you broke the 13th one. I can't keep replacing them every time you think it'd be a good idea to break into my apartment, right? And stop calling me Z-Man.
I didn't break anything this time.
Yes, because I gave you the key to get in this time like a normal human being. Ash, just because I gave you the key doesn't mean you can just stroll in here whenever you want to, right? Like, you don't pay rent here. And hey, is that my... what is that? Ash smirks at me because, of course, he has the gall to smirk knowing what he did. What? What did he do? He pops in what's very likely the last piece of chip into his mouth and folds the wrapper neatly on the table before throwing it on the nearby trash. Oh, you ate my favorite bag of chips. Damn. From her chair, Isabella shoots me an apologetic smile as soon as the foil hits the waste bin with a dull thunk. Common sense dictates that I should be angry. But after everything, yes, like, this is the least of your worries. You can always go buy yourself another bag of chips. But you know what? Ghosts are forever, Unless they are exercise or some shit. Having something normal play out in front of me, no matter how childish their antics can get, I can't bring myself to muster even a tidbit of it. Behind me, the television starts blaring the music for the end credits of a movie. They have likely been waiting for a while if Ash has gotten impatient enough to rummage through my cupboards and watch something. Okay. Of course he eats all of it. I was saving that for the weekend. Did you at least share some with Bella?
Don't worry about it. I'm good,
okay.
Zach.
But still, you guys, really? It's free food, What was that you usually say? You don't say no to free food? What happened?
No, I'm just not hungry.
Right. I wouldn't have an appetite too after what she's been through. Ash only shrugs at this question in my eyes. Okay. I can't be the only one who finds this vibe she's giving off to be odd, and the guy has no doubt already caught wind of it. Aight. Like, aight. Okay. But if you want something, just say so. I've got a fully restocked pantry right here at your disposal. Still not a 5-star level thing, but for an empty stomach, it'd do. Just say the word.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. Food is not really what we came here for.
No, of course not.
Ash, he's the one who...
Who's the one who what? She casts a brief glance at Ash, and in an instant he sits up. Every trace of amusement is gone from his face as he clasps his hands in front of him and leans forward. A minuscule gesture meant to ease, yet the grim expression on him tells a different story altogether. Alright, you two, what's this about? I don't like those looks. Yeah, I don't like those looks. A short but tense pause follows. They're both stalling. Under normal circumstances, I'd wait. With these two, the more you force it, the more they'll clamp down on it. But as a handful of seconds continue to slip by, the unsettling feeling in me also grows with it. Soon it turns into impatience. Yeah, guys, before I can demand a response, though, one of them finally speaks up. Okay, good. It is Isabella who breaks it first.
We just thought we should check on you.
Oh, okay, after I told you the whole thing about my nightmares?
After what happened to Rose,
Alright. Please, don't tell me something happened again.
No, nothing. None so far.
Okay.
And we're keeping it that way as much as possible.
Okay.
Ash, it's not that easy. This isn't some...
We don't know that. Let me...
What's happening, you guys? The bitter frustration in his tone is impossible to miss, but he catches it as soon as Isabella draws back. He allows himself a moment to breathe before dropping it for one less harsh, more tempered, gentler. Yeah.
Let me look at this first, okay? I agreed to help, but you've got to let me handle things from now on.
Okay.
I already told you everything.
Oh, so did she actually tell him about the ghost thing?
There must be something we're not seeing in this just yet. We'll sort this out, but no more silly ideas and running around on your own.
Oh, yeah, because she was onto something when that ghost attacked her at the office, because she was about to leave, but then shit went down.
You're making people worry more than necessary. Becca, especially.
Okay. So everything's fine?
Depends on who you're asking.
Okay,
How are things with you? Anything odd?
Good, I guess? Really, Zach? Admittedly, how things went down at the housewarming party last night threw me off a bit. Wait, what?
I'm not asking about that.
Housewarming? So did he actually... What?
Remember the letter thing Isabella's been yapping on about?
Yes, but like... Oh, wait, what? Housewarming? So this already passed? What?
I'm asking about that kind of odd.
Oh, okay, yeah, so... I look at him. Gaped, more like. His serious expression doesn't waver despite the perplexed look I shoot him. There's a brief second I let pass as I wait for the heavens to fall somewhere. It doesn't come. The sky is still bathed in vibrant reddish hues as it waits for the night to arrive. So you should spill about the ghost thing, the ghost encounters that you've had. Luxborn is still the same busy city, and everything in my room still appears as it did a second ago, including the unnerving ticking of my wall clock. But if Ashton, calm, cool, collected, always logical Ashton, takes interest in this, something or someone must have fucked shit up somewhere. Yeah, no shit. Well, the dreams, they're a lot worse than usual. There's a woman now, ever since we saw that letter. I don't know if it's the same one Isabella talked about. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. It is, girl. I really don't want to go back to sleep sometimes. Last night was the worst. Anyway, why are you asking about this? Yeah.
Rose's death isn't just a coincidence, Zach.
Yeah, because it's related to the letter.
It may have something to do with... I may have...
Yes. Wait, stop right there for a sec, Bella. I thought you ain't buying this stuff, Ash. Just the other day, you just said the exact same thing.
I still don't, but even Rebecca, out of all people, claims there's something.
Okay, so has Rebecca had an incident?
Whatever this is, someone has got to look into it. Everything about this screams shady.
Yeah, no shit. Are you sure you even have the time? Ain't you busy with your current case?
I got taken off that one.
Taken off?
You didn't say you were taken off your case.
Damn, what happened, girl?
I just got the news this morning. A Apparently, the higher-ups think I'm doing a horrendous job at it.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter, though. If these two cases are connected like I initially thought, then regardless, I'm on the right track.
Okay, so I think he might be working on that serial killer case, the Anselm Butcher, and then he thinks it's relating to this, yeah?
Are you sure we should even be doing this?
Come on, what's the like doing what exactly?
There's some place we'll visit after this.
Oh yeah, where? Too big for Comfort Ash. Yeah, I don't like it. And please don't tell me you're bringing her with you. His affirmation comes in the form of a stare, and that alone says all I need to know. What I pointed out gives him a pause though, and his voice is thick with hesitation when he addresses Isabella.
You know what? Zach's right, Isabella. You don't have to come with me.
Right.
It's not myself I'm worried about. It's you.
Okay.
I'll just do this myself, if it'll get you into more trouble with your superiors. At least I can make up an excuse why I need to be there.
Beware.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not walking in there without me. Besides, I think it's a little too late to back out now.
Oh, are we going to the Wrights mansion?
Have you two seen the news this morning?
No.
I haven't, actually.
Yeah, I haven't either. Been busy running away from ghosts and possessed children.
Mama called, and I was busy.
The change in the air around her, while small, cannot have gone unnoticed, and it takes every willpower not to ask. Probably the only thing reigning in my curiosity is the fact that Ash himself haven't brought it up either.
No problem. It should be in the afternoon news as well.
Okay, then it must be big. Oh, whoa, who are you? Who are you? He grabs the remote and cycles through numerous channels until he gets to a news report about another guy who has been found dead in the early hours of the morning today. Is it maybe one of Isabella's co-workers, maybe? He doesn't look familiar. Man burned after room catches fire. Wow, damn. Burned alive this time. Oddly, no fire has spread, and whatever damage has been contained within the place... Oddly, no fire has spread, and whatever damage has been contained within the place, the body was found. Okay, so wow, it's just his room. Just fuck this room in particular and this person. The room itself, however, has been completely vandalized. Help me. Help me. Help me. Yes, help me. Another murder, the authorities claimed. Isabella and I knew better. None of us shifts even after the report ends, but the room has suddenly felt stifling. Ashton's eyes have gone hooded with what appears to be restrained anger, and the remote in his hand creaks mildly under his grip. The stone is back in my stomach. A tiny little thing gripping at my sides, growing with every passing second as the dread sinks in. In the thick of it, Isabella's voice is the one that breaks the hush, yeah. A small weak thing on its own that wavers unevenly between words, but every syllable heavy with meaning.
This is because of that thing, isn't it? I did this somehow.
But who the hell is he? When it fades, all that's left in the air is her doubt and fear, while all we can do is to cope. Is there something I can say to make her feel better? We can still fix this. Stay silent. No, we can still fix this. We can still fix this. We need to be a little bit more proactive, yeah? And I think that'll give us more points with her. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It ain't too late. We can still fix this. There's 3 of us here. 4 if you count Rebecca.
No. She's
what?
She's staying away from this.
Right, because, she lifts her gaze at me, eyes steady and shoulders squared as she holds it against the baffled look I gave her. Yeah. Although in the next second, it immediately softens and it takes me by surprise nevertheless. In those brief moments, it's like I faced a different person.
I don't want to involve her in this any more than I already have. Both of you as well.
But, well, we already involved, though, girl. We've seen the lady.
I already said it. That's completely out of the question. Stop asking.
Right. Still in all, that's 2 extra heads who can do the thinking. Between us 3, I'm sure we'll figure something out pretty soon.
Don't make this whole thing sound like it's a piece of cake to deal with.
Sorry, I'm just trying to be positive, okay? God. It ain't, but better than sitting around, yeah? A plan is still a plan.
You're going to shoot yourself in the foot one day with that kind of thinking. We don't even know who's doing this.
True.
The last 2 murders might just be similar incidents done by 2 different suspects.
Right, but hasn't stopped you from going after them before? Remember that time when you...
Okay, stop right there. There will be no retelling of that incident today, Z-Man.
Okay, then stop calling me Z-Man.
Or ever.
Oh, okay, Jesus, God. Keep calling me Z-Man and maybe I will. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Suddenly, Isabella laughs. Though muffled by her hands, it rings light and easy against the thick tension in the room. Still a far cry from the usual cheer she carries, but brings a welcome shift in the otherwise dreary mood.
Thanks, you two.
Okay, yeah. I'll tell you about it when he's not around.
Give it up, Z-Man. She's not interested.
No, she's definitely interested.
Who says I'm not?
Right? She's always interested in some dirt on you, Ash, so... Ash makes a face but chuckles at the jest despite himself.
Why am I even friends with you two?
Because you love us! And like this, most of our worries ebb away, if only for a few moments. They take their leave mere minutes close to sundown, okay? But regardless of the lighter mood, little has been said of their plans, only vague hints of what they're aiming to do after. Right, where are you guys even going? You said you were gonna go somewhere that's hella shady. Well, it ain't any of my business to know, something about this whole thing still gnaws at me. A tiny passing thought urges me to do something as well. Right. At this hour, the streets are once again busy with people heading home after a hard day's work. Okay, so he's going somewhere too. Little of the bustle matters to them as they step out of the crowded walkway, however. Ash especially. Oh no, we're following them. Okay. There's only his goal in his mind, and I'd wager there's nothing I can do to stop him at this point. He'd probably decided on it long before they made the decision to drop by. But despite this, Isabella lags behind. Isabella, you cool? A worried crease is back on her forehead as she watches Ash lead to get his car. Something wrong, Bella? Yeah, what's wrong?
No, Actually,
What?
can you check on Becca for me after this? I really didn't get the chance to tell her where I'm headed off to.
Yeah, no problem.
Tell her I'm okay and we're... No, just that. That's all.
Right, less detail, better. You sure I should skip on that part? If she finds out about this, she'll be angry. I don't really want to deal with angry Rebecca. It gives me a stomach ache just thinking about it.
Neither do I, but I'll handle it if she gets mad. Just make sure she's safe and tell her to be careful.
But still, where the hell are we going, you guys? You're not telling me this. Are we going to the Wrights mansion? Because that's the only logical place.
You too. Take care of yourself.
Okay. Almost abruptly, she pauses, the gaze in her eyes hardening as she lapses into another one of those long-distance silence from earlier. This ain't just because of the whole fiasco with the letter anymore.
I don't want what happened to Rose to happen to you guys as well.
True, I don't think anybody would. It's not a pleasant way to go. This one cut deeper. Before I can ask about it, Ashton returns, casually swinging his car keys on one hand and gestures at Isabella. Keep
Come
calling
on,
her Bella.
We don't have much time. Shirley's waiting.
Okay, yes, your girlfriend's waiting, right?
Who's sure? Oh, right.
His car, his baby.
Don't answer that. I don't want to hear it, you huge dork.
Says the person who gave her stuffed toys names. Batcat? Really?
Okay, come on. It was a cat. We saw that. It was on her bed. It was a cat and a bat, so it makes sense, okay?
It's cute. Yours is just weird.
Right.
I'll see you later, Zach.
Okay, bye. Wait, what? She spares me another smile, and as I watch her walk off, only now did it occur to me that none of those she gave today ever did reach her eyes. Right, her smile. I make a grab for the back of Ash's parka. He staggers briefly before correcting himself and shooting me a confused stare. Is she alright?
What? Who's okay?
Isabella, clearly. Isabella, she's been, I don't know, out of it today? Did something happen earlier? Yes. The scowl on his face says it all.
She's actually been like that this morning. I'll ask, but...
Oh, but just do me a favor and watch over her. We have no idea what we're dealing with. I don't know what happened to her since the last time I saw her, but from how she's been doing today, whatever it is seems like a pretty big deal. Wait, you didn't annoy her again, did you? Because I swear to God, if you did, you've got another thing coming for you.
What? No. Why would I?
Are you just making sure?
Just so you know, I already apologized for the one at the movie house.
Yes.
Granted, she deserved more of an apology, but I meant it that time.
That's great. Yeah, I'm just asking. I'll take your word for it, but if you can find out what's bothering her, that'd be nice. Honestly, I don't think it's a letter this time. Are you
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. And make sure you keep yourselves out of harm's way, alright? Yeah.
Yeah, you too. Don't do anything reckless again.
Okay, so, I guess we're just seeing them off, I guess. But, like, still, they said about going somewhere, and I want to know. Reckless, no, but I can't make you the promise I won't do anything. After seeing that, there's no way in hell I'm going to pretend there ain't a problem when there is. Yeah. This is a really big one, and I'll be damned if I let anything happen to you guys while I sit here. I'm done running when things get tough. He's about to argue for a moment, but... Look, bro, if things ain't good, I'll be the first one out. But allow me this one thing, alright? Just this one time. If it doesn't work out, you'll be the first one to know. You can laugh then, or berate me all you want. But please don't ask me to step aside like I'm incapable of doing anything to help. I have no idea if it is the look on my face or the tone of my voice. Ultimately, although his mouth presses into a thin line, he nods.
Alright,
Okay.
stay safe, Zach.
Alright, you too. You too, buddy. When he stumbles into the sidewalk and allows the afternoon crowd to swallow him whole, I like to think the tiny gleam in his eyes is the closest we can get to optimism in this situation. Alright, let's see what we got written here. Alright, so upon returning to his apartment, Zachary was greeted by Ashton and Isabella. Now suspicious of what was happening, Ashton informed Zach that he and Isabella will try to get to the bottom of this. He also wanted Zach to be careful. Duh. Because, you know, the ghost lady's after me now. Whether that alone will be enough to give me a peaceful sleep tonight remains to be said. Oh shit, right. Because, well, even though we got visited last night, I don't know if there's going to be a QTE this time. Damn. Okay, October 30th, Sunday. Oh shit, it's dark. It's night. Midnight. Okay, night falls, and despite my best attempts, sleep continues to elude me. Right, I'd be the same too, though. With her image still stuck in my head, flashing every few moments, it catches me off guard, with Ma's lullaby still echoing in my ears, no longer the soft tune it once was. Yes, and the terrible gnawing at the pit of my stomach, it's no wonder I can't bring myself to drift off even for a little while. It is not as if there's a complete lack of things to do while waiting for sleep to come, if it ever will. And at 2:45 in the morning, I find myself cleaning my photography equipment for no other reason than just to pass time. Damn! Insomnia is the worst! Oh god. Although, if I'm going to be honest, it is not the night terrors that are keeping me wide awake tonight, but the anxiety and the hope I'll hear from Ash or Isabella soon. Okay. And for what's perhaps the 42nd time, my eyes shift over to the end of the table where my phone lies still. I've not heard from them since they left. They haven't promised a call, of course, but a small part of me wishes they would have the common sense at the very least. Waiting is a tough game, and with the concern stretching out the minutes far longer than usual, it's impossible for more unpleasant thoughts not to enter my mind. Moreover, it does not help that when the clock finally strikes 3, my hand stills. Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck right off! It'll be a complete and utter lie to say my heart didn't leap straight to my throat in that brief second. My whole body has gone motionless, ears straining for any further sounds. A couple of 10 seconds pass. Nothing. But you do not hear that? You don't hear that. Of course, with how old the building I'm staying in, power fluctuations ain't anything new. Every now and then this would happen, leaving a few tenants in a rather bad mood. Nothing unusual anymore after a few years of living here. But this time, the sudden hush brings with it a stillness that raised the hair on the back of my neck and set my heart beating hard against my chest. You don't hear that, girl? Something reeks in the air, and in an instant, this place is no longer home. It's a prison. Every rational fiber in my being screams at me to leave. Well, why don't you? I force myself to swallow and keep a clear head as I lay down all my cleaning tools and begin gathering together the rest of my things scattered about on the table. The camera's body, lenses, filters, diffuser, phone, anything my hand could reach, but in the resulting panic, like in the nightmares, it is a scent that reaches me first, a foul, putrid smell filling my lungs with the heavy stink of death. My fingers clamp tightly up to the camera, holding it closer to my body as if the tiny thing would provide enough protection to whatever is with me in the room. It won't. Of course not. Unless it's a camera obscura, then okay, sure, you might stand a chance, but this ain't Fatal Frame. It's the only comfort I have. Hello? Why would you want to talk to it? Oh, maybe, I know you're in here. What do you want? Something moves behind me, a soft scuttling over the walls, followed by the squelch and painful. Something moves behind me, a soft scuttling over the walls, followed by the squelch and painful creaking of what can only be rotten flesh and broken bones. Without hesitation, I roll around, my fingers and camera ready, patiently waiting for another movement. Girl, I'm gonna freak my shit if you have to. It's gonna be like first-person shooter, you know, camera obscura, fatal frame, motherfucker. No, ain't no. Oh God, leave now. There's nothing here for you. Oh. No, fuck this shit, fuck this. No. There's a brief moment of silence after, and for a short while, I think my pleas worked. No, girl. Then, with no warning, the shuffling resumes, and along with it are the sobs of a woman. Hey, girl! Oh. Hey, girl! Use the mouse around the spacebar and take a picture. Fuck me! Fuck me, I can't see shit! Fuck me, I can't. Oh, motherfucker. This is like the fucking. Fuck. Fuck my shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Is it up? Oh, fuck this shit. Fuck this motherfucking shit. Where am I supposed to fucking look? I'm looking around. I don't see fucking shit. Oh my God. You sound too. Are you over here? Hey, girl. Oh shit! Oh motherfucker. I got her though. Fuck you, bitch. The light flashes fleetingly one last time, allowing me a glimpse of her grotesque, misshapen features before it is once again lost in the darkness. I hope you like your picture taken. I'm a pretty skilled photographer. I'll make you look pretty. All of a sudden, her tune changes. No longer a soft cry, but a high-pitched shriek brimming with pain, grief, and anger. Every ounce of courage I've mustered flees from my body at the sound, and the next thing I know, my hand is gripping the knob, and I'm wrenching the door open. Her wails follow me as I flee into the night. Okay, bye, girl. Oh shit. Pacing has always been more of Ashton's thing than mine. Ashton, pick up the phone. When I want to think, I sit and let the minutes tick by until an idea comes to mind or my pulse settles down. And yet dried leaves and twigs crack under my shoes as I make another pass at them. Terror is too mild to describe what this is. Girl, why aren't you picking up? There's no way in hell I'm going back. No way, no, hell no, sir. Whatever she is, pleading won't work. The moment we saw that letter, she's been after us. But I can't run, not this time. Nearly 2 hours have gone by since I left the comfort of my room for the solitude of the park. 2 excruciating hours since I've started making calls. No one's answering. What the fuck? Then why don't you call Isabella? Not even Rebecca, who has always kept her phone line open in case other people need her. Or Isabella, who frequently checks hers from any messages and readily responds as soon as she can afford. Why is no one answering? It does not help that Ash hasn't said a word when he went off too, as well. It does not help that Ash hasn't said a word where he went off to as well. Oh god damn it, I knew I should have asked him before I let him leave. Knowing him, he can be anywhere. But there's really only one place he'll likely be at this time. The precinct? Oh shit. Morning. Whoa shit. The sun has already peeked over the horizon when I make it to the mansion. Did you walk? I guess so. I have no idea what I'm expecting to see when I got here. There's Ashton, first and foremost. A part of me wishes my assumptions are correct and he's really somewhere close by on a stakeout. But I've never been the lucky sort when it comes to that kind of guessing. And even after I've made a round of the immediate vicinity, I could find neither hide nor hair of him. Okay, so we check the perimeters and we don't see him. Calling him does no good either, considering how awful the signal here is. Yes, he can't be too far if he's really here, but if he is, he would have already noticed me by now. Yeah, so I was right. So this is the only logical sense that, it would be to, like, go to the Ermengarde mansion. Instead, there's only silence. Okay, but where's the Wrights couple? The kind too quiet to find any sort of comfort in. Even the trees seems to have fallen asleep with the rest of the mansion, oblivious to what's happening around it, a small island of stillness in the otherwise fast-paced world. No wonder the whole of Anselm feels at odds with the rest of Luxborn. While the city is alive, growing every minute, breathing every second, and pulsating with life, the village remains unmoving, unchanged. It's not surprising the legend still lives up to this day and why she's still here, walking its hollowed halls. And beyond me, the mansion looms ominously. But now ain't the time for fear. Even if Ash is not here, I've still got to let the Wrights know what I've seen, what's in their home. And whatever grievance Ash has with them doesn't matter. There might be grounds for imprisonment, but they don't deserve a burial death at the hands of one malicious spirit. I'm sure Isabella would want the same thing. I head straight for the door without a second thought. Okay, wow, damn. It takes a few rings, the sound loud above the foreboding stillness, before I hear footsteps on the other side.
God and Bennett, only a Nancy would knock at such an ungodly hour.
Again, it's Luke. Damn it, why do I have to talk to Luke every single time?
Where's that damn butler when I need him?
Yes, where is Johannes? Hi, and there's a literal cloud of like darkness around you. Oh shit. Before long, the door swings widely open with Mr. Luke Wright standing behind it. Seething would be a complete understatement to describe him. Like this, I've got no doubt why Ash would find him a suspect.
You again. It's bloody 6 in the morning.
I know, I'm so sorry, but like, listen.
What the hell is it now?
Okay, listen. Listen, sir, I know this is not a good time.
Oh, it's not a good time. Did you even check the clock before coming here? I bet you didn't.
No, I didn't. I'm guilty.
Unlike you, the ones living in this house need to sleep.
I'm sorry, but like, this is kind of important.
Come back when people are actually awake, or I'll call security on
No,
you.
no need for that. No, sir. Sir, hey, sir. Oh, fucking damn it. Before I can get a word in, he slams the door to my face and bolts shut with much finality. Wait, sir, you've got to hear me out. You're both in danger if you stay in there. Have you seen the news lately? Everything's not a coincidence. Only silence answers me, of course, because he doesn't believe in that bullshit. Maybe if it was Miss Wright. Oh, who am I kidding? I've already seen the look on her face when I tried before. There are limits to how far a person will believe in you. Then again, I didn't believe Isabella when she warned us. And now I'm here, desperately trying to save people even if I'm aware it's completely out of my own capacity to do so. Is this what they call karma? If so, this is one horrible way of turning things around. Taking people's lives, playing with people's fears, making them feel useless. You're around, ain't you? You're here, inside this house. I'm gonna talk to it now, right? Well, damn. Listening, watching, and whatever it is that you spirits do. What do you want? You're already dead, leave us. Well, obviously there's some grudge that's keeping them there. Nothing, of course not. This ain't no like fucking hello, how are you telephone service kind of thing going on. I don't even know who I'm talking to or if a sane person is supposed to be doing that. The only thing I got after is a feeling of foolishness. I can't say that. Foolishness washing over me. Yes, I feel dumb. Or perhaps this is just me losing my mind. Out of other options and any other ideas, I let my hand slide off the door's surface and fall listlessly to my sides. Yes, I can go back to Luxborn. Try to find the others. Try to get out of this mess with them. Or let them know how much in deep shit we all are. Both sound good. Right. Either way, my loitering here ain't helping at all. I let the quietness calm me for a few minutes before standing up and heading out to fetch my bike. Okay, so he got his bike. It's quite a distance to Luxborn, but if I hurry, I'll reach it in maybe... Oh, fuck. Who's that? Hello? The rustling stops as soon as I turn around and strain my ears for any other movement around me. Yo, Ash, you there? No answer. Fuck. If he is here, and I've just missed him earlier... Already my feet is moving in search of him for the second time. It won't hurt to double check. Triple check even. But with how big the property is, he can be anywhere. I hope it's a cat! If things ain't so urgent, if they ain't dire that lives are at stake, I'd probably have just waited for him to show up again. But damn it, he needs to realize what exactly it is he's dealing with. That is not just a petty criminal he can simply throw in jail. That it is not just something. Oh my god, I'm freaking what's it called? Like tripping over myself. Damn. Okay, that it is not just a petty criminal he can simply throw in jail. That it is something beyond the authority his police badge could ever give him. the guy needs to stop playing the big damn hero. Sit down and chill. My breathing comes in short, shallow rasp by the time I make it back to where I started. Okay, so no signs. Still no signs of him, and I'm beginning to think I'm just wasting my time here. But that is when I hear it. I'd recognize the melody in a heartbeat. Ma's favorite song. I listen for a while, trying to gauge where exactly from the house it's coming from. My feet starts moving before I can stop them. And there, as I circle a corner, from a room in the first floor, a single window is open, but I can't make out whoever's inside. However, I'm sure the singing comes from there. Girl, are you gonna fucking scale the building like fucking Spider-Man to see who it is? Don't, girl. Still, why I'll hear an old tune here of all places, I won't know. It's not an obscure song, by all means, but it is pretty rare to find someone who knows this. And for some reason, death seems to follow this song around. Really. Oh, shit. There, yeah, yep. Panic lodges itself at the base of my throat at once. Whoever's humming might be, I don't want to be the pessimist now, but on the off chance that it is Miss Right? Yeah, God. Maybe. Shit. I shouldn't just barge in there. I can put myself in danger before I can save anyone. Ash will tell me so in the exact same words, okay? Might even write me a dissertation why that is a bad idea if he ain't so lazy. But damn it, god damn it. Oh, keep looking for Ash, enter the open window. Someone could be in danger. Girl, I don't want to get in there. But I don't think Ash is there either. Like, he's done like a triple check of the mansion, but like, where the fuck is this man? Like, we clearly haven't seen him, and even if he is around, he would have, again, noticed us and approached us, right? So, like, where the fuck, but then, fuck. I don't know. Maybe it's just a ghost that's playing tricks on us too, just to get us into shit. Like, this isn't, oh my god. What's my relationship like? Okay, so Zach thinks it's Ms. Right. Zach thinks it's Hannah. Fuck. I don't know. This is too risky. I feel like this is too risky, even if it's like, oh my god, like we might have to like save somebody, or like Hannah might be, I don't know. I don't even know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, so out you must go. No, I don't. But I want to keep looking for Ash. Because he said he would. Oh my god, I don't even fucking know. I don't know. I think it's too risky. First floor window? Wait, first floor window. So it should be down here, right? Not like up here. But like still, maybe. No, I don't want to. That's like breaking and entering. No. Keep looking for Ash. I think so. Mind your own business, yeah. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The half that has spent too much time around Ash. It's right, though, the reasonable part. If I do force my way in and find something unpleasant, how am I going to fight back? With my camera? Exactly. No matter where you look at it, that's simply asking for a painful death. I'd have a better chance if I find Ash. Where is he snooping about? Perhaps I should try the forest, make a round farther into the gardens? Not a sound plan, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so we're going to the woman's soft sobs have subsided now by some means. Almost inaudible to the point where I'm wondering if I truly heard what I heard. I don't get to dwell on it though, because right at that moment my phone rings. Okay, cool. The sharp notes cutting piercing through the thick quietude. What? The sharp notes piercing through the quietude. I don't even know. That's a weird sentence. Ash! Holy shit! I clamp a hand over it, pressing the button before the speakers are close to my ears.
Are you?
Oh fuck. I only caught the tail end of the person's greeting on the other side, but I know their voice well enough. What was that, Ash? Could you repeat that? Signal's shitty here.
I asked, where are you?
Okay.
Hell, Zach, I've been calling your number for a good 20 minutes now.
Same with me.
What kind of shithole did you get into?
At the Ermengarde mansion. Good morning to you too. I should be asking you that question. I've been looking all over the mansion for you. I thought you'd be...
What mansion?
The Ermengarde mansion? Do I really need to answer that?
Why are you even... No, wait.
What?
Just get your ass here at Isabella's place, and hurry.
Okay, cool. I'll shift my gaze into the mansion, specifically at the window I heard the cries from. There's nothing of it now, not even echoes. How urgent is it?
Pressing enough for you to stop asking questions and get yourself here.
Okay, fine.
Please, Zach.
Okay. That gives me a pause. It's a rare thing for him to take on that tone. I'll be there in an hour or two tops.
Thanks. I'll see you.
Okay, cool. I rush back to my bike as soon as the call ends. Okay. Without another look, I leave the mansion along with its haunting melodies and grim echoes behind. Okay, cool. I ain't about to mess with that shit. No, Okay, so it terrified Zachary when looking for Ashton in the Ermengarde mansion, but to no avail. He also tried to warn Luke Wright about the spirits supposedly living in the house, but was simply turned away. As he was about to give up, he received an urgent call from Ashton, ordering him to head straight for Salem Well residence. Okay, there we go. So there we go. Okay, there are more important things than my own curiosity and impulses. Right. Whew! I have no idea. Okay, no idea if I did the right thing. Oh, we are changing to Marianne. Marianne, really? Marianne, the interior designer. Okay, so let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna check where I am for time, and if I am a little bit short, then I'll run it a little bit longer. Okay, so definitely running it a little bit longer. So we just finished off at Zach. I feel good about making my decision of not jumping in that window though. Like I feel like it's just a whole slew of bad ideas and like bad results, you know? Okay, so thank God. So 7:15 p.m. we are now with Marianne McCauley. Okay, so let's read up on her profile because new character. All right, Marianne McCauley. So she is 30 years old, so she's younger than us in terms of Zach's age. So okay, so yes, interior designer, former architect, she's really tall, Irish, Roman Catholic, Bachelor of Arts in Architecture, likes chocolate cats, classical arts, country music, karaoke, board games, video games, anime, and other obscure pop culture items, and yoga. Wow, she's like, she's a total weeb. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's something you wouldn't have expected from her, yeah? Anyway, so left in a dumpster as a baby. Oh wow, shit. Okay, starting off strong. Jesus. She was found by a peddler and spent most of her childhood roaming the countryside in a beat-up van. Her father taught her how to read, write, and pray. Though an unconventional life, it was all she knew. Child welfare and protection eventually caught on and required that she have a proper education. She was provided a scholarship at St. Sampson School for Young Ladies and was bullied for being a charity kid. Marianne only had one friend and was mostly focused on her studies, intent on graduating and returning to her father, ashamed that he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's soon after. Her work as an architect in Ireland lasted until the Irish economic crisis. So she moved to England and after some time, Luxbourne in a search for better career opportunities. Okay, there we go. So yes, with her now, 7:15 p.m. I like your apartment. The numbers are so little on the top of my screen and they glare at me with such intensity that I can just hear the accusations. I'm late for a night out with the girls, yes, but I have a perfectly good excuse. Jeez. Considering I didn't follow typical office hours, they really can't expect me to be able to just go as I please at 5:30 on the dot. The client is, first and foremost, my priority. I have to sit tight when my personal assistant, Chris, tells me we have a big one coming up and that I shouldn't miss this one. Damn it, he knows a lot more on the who's who and the what's what when it comes to these socialites, and I trust that judgment call. I really don't have time for rich people, their drama, and their politics. Yeah, me neither. These sort who were born with silver spoons in their mouths and who were used to wagging their silver tongues about. I let him handle the negotiating with them for the most part. Why else would I have hired him? But he told me I'd receive a message about it an hour ago. Well, rich people.
Now, if only he has the full shilling when it comes to the time.
Right, okay. Come on, I have a social life too, you know, to an extent, right? I got friends, a little, like, you know, sort of. Pressing my head against the table, I try to stave off an oncoming headache when the notification for a new email pops up. All I'm expecting is a, hey, this looks like a good project I found, go send them a design or something like that, really. That's how it often goes. Even with these rich, jammy clients who's heard of me from their equally rich, jammy friends, I can't expect them to hire me right off the bat. So, which is all well and good and reasonable. We figure out what they want, send them my portfolio and my drafts for their projects, my rates, and hope for the best. Alright, so who is this? This is a big client, Marianne. I'll babysit Berithio for you. Okay, this is a big client, Marianne. I'll babysit Berithio for you. Just please take this one project. I promise this person is huge in Luxborn. Oh, they're probably talking about what's it called, the rights. This email and any attachments are intended for solely for the use of the addressee. Yes, yes, yes. Just please take this one project. I promise this person is huge in Luxborn. Mr. Parker, this is a formal request to secure the service of Marianne Macaulay, hereinafter called the designer. ... Hereinafter called the designer, as authorized by Hannah Wright, hereinafter called the client, for interior design work at Ermengarde Mansion, Luxborn, yes, yes, United Kingdom. The client hopes to have the designer there on the 21st October Friday with the time pending. Okay. Yes, as authorized, yep, yeah, I read all that. The client hopes, yep. Okay, so this is definitely Hannah, yes. Okay, and this is from Johannes. Okay, so, but as I open the mail, I see that I've been requested by the client specifically. Well, I certainly didn't expect that, and it's pretty straightforward too. Anyone else would probably be excited. Anyone else would probably be excited. They would be working with the Hannah Wright. She's just one of those rich socialites that everybody loves to talk about, no matter how hard I try to tune such nonsense out. Yes, again, like the Kardashians. It would have been enough for me to reply in affirmative to Chris and leave, but he has never pleaded for me to take a project before. We've worked with big personalities in the past, celebrities, bankers, and even a few politicians. My PA had been indifferent about those. So the question bounced about my skull before I spied one of the email attachments. What? A newspaper clipping from the Luxborn Daily's business news section boasting the headline, Wright Enterprise donates 2.5 million euro to refuge. Oh, wow, okay. It certainly caused quite a stir back then. Apparently they had invited businessmen and socialite everywhere in the guise of it being some big business announcement.
2.5 mil and an expensive looking party to boot. These people sure know how to throw their money around.
Tell me about it, girl. Not that I should be so callous. They're going to do a lot of good and help a community of people with all those pounds. I, of all people, shouldn't criticize such acts whether they were for show or not. At the very least, I know they'll be able to pay my rates. With the headline out of the way, however, I find myself staring at the picture that came along with the clipping, okay? Because, wow. Here I am expecting a sour old woman in a blazer and skirt. But the woman that was plastered on the front page looked like she belongs on the front page of the entertainment section, or even, if I am to be crass, as the pinup for a glamour. Yeah, okay, I'll be real here. A men's magazine. Yes, she sure knows how to rock that dress. Yep. Oh damn, Marianne, are you crushing? Marianne, damn girl. Wait. Her hair, her eyes, her lips. She can't be her. It is her. And at the same time, she is her, only several years older. She looks just like who? No, come on, Mac. The world is full of pretty blondes. It's just a coincidence. Ooh, what are we on about? Some juicy deets of the past? What is this? With a shake of my head, I snap out of it and reach out for my phone when it buzzes, nearly falling off my chair in the process. Okay, Marianne. I want some more juicy deets. I need some tea, man. So an email from the Wrights came requesting Marianne Macaulay's expertise for their home. What seemed like an innocent commission made a different impact on the famous designer after seeing a picture of the Wright missus. Yeah. Okay. Who else would be on the other line but the very people waiting for me?
Oh, piss. I'm so sorry, Cam. I'm on my way.
Yes. That's what I say. Yet I still don't move from my chair, face flushed and heart racing. I could only stare until I can will myself to reply that yes, I'm accepting the assignment. And it takes even more time for me to just close the image, shut down the computer, and leave. Ooh, even then it has already burned its image into my head, no matter how much I wish for it would just disappear. It makes me eager for the alcohol in the company. It makes me eager for anything that can help me forget. Old girlfriend, maybe? I don't know. It's a good thing that the nearest pubs is just a hop, skip, and a jump from here. Good, that's convenient. Alright, we're in the pub. The Galloway Shawl, as it is called by those who frequented the place, is the only decent Irish pub in this country. Of course, you can pretty much tell that someone is new if they call it by its official name, the Crawl Bar. My home away from home ever since I've moved to Luxborn. Well, that is when I'm not cooped up in my condo and working anyway. It has good alcohol, good company, and thank God in Saint Cecilia, good music. Crowd favorites like the bossy noise, the high whistling men, and second fusion orchestra are often played. I have no idea who they are. Not to mention the singing. I love singing. Of course you do. You'd love karaoke, it says in your profile. Anyone could just break out into a drinking song, and the others in the pub were just wonderful that they'd start singing along. Aw, I love that. And doing so while intoxicated is the best of ways to go about it. Yes. Hey, it's a win-win as long as I don't puke in the middle of the chorus, and as long as I can get home in one piece at the end of the day. Right, that is a win. And tonight is karaoke night. Yes! What better time than to try and sing all my worries away? That's what my intoxicated brain tells me. Do it! Do it! Yes!
Of guilt and sorrow remembers who I am, and in the prison of my heart, I was my only slave.
Yes, girl! Yes! Sing it, Marianne! Sing it! But drinking only reminds me of my home, and the thought of home makes me think of her.
But in the depths of my cold soul, I'll leave the burden and despair.
Yes, Mary, no, don't think about it. Just sing your sorrows away. Just let your feelings out into these lyrics. It makes me nauseous. It sickens me that the smallest reminder of her can cause me such grief. Okay, who are you referring to as? What?
I'll fight for what's worth fighting for. Forget the fear, forget the rest.
All right. That's so funny because like I totally forgot the fact that usually when we change point of views, I would change the voice to me and I would do their dialogue. Okay, I need to do that though. Sorry guys, okay, this is great because at least then I can skip on the singing part. Hopefully she's not gonna sing anymore because Lord, I don't know the melody, I don't know the tune of this song, so Jesus. I would have butchered that song. Anyways. So of course that might just be the booze. Any other day I would have scolded myself for drinking so much.
I lied to the Lord, I lied to myself, I lied to you and everyone I care, until there were no more lies to tell.
Okay, cool. Is she just singing? Yes, she's singing regardless. Thank God. Okay. But I already have a client and we'll be having our first little meet and greet in a few days.
Cowardice is easier than being brave, but at last I found the strength I lost to sing my love letter to you.
Yeah, yeah, Marianne, yeah, woo!
'Cause people can lie, but my lone heart beats true.
Damn, you're such a good singer, girl. I want to at least enjoy this night, get over the hangover tomorrow, and return to being a prim and proper professional after. Alright.
That song was for Cam, our lucky bride-to-be. So give her a hand, Galway shawl.
Oh, damn. Okay, I thought I was... Hello? I thought I lowered Marianne's voice. Character volume. Okay, never mind. Whatever. Okay, Marianne, you go and you do your thing, girl. Oh, shoot. Alright, considering the state I'm in, one can excuse my smug grin as cheers and applause rise among the pub's patrons. Because possibly off-key public singing aside, I feel like I'm on top of the world right now, and that's a good reason as any to belt out in front of these strangers. Right, exactly. And you're a damn good singer too, so it's all good. With good drinks and good friends, there's nowhere else I'd rather be tonight. Right? And I forget for a short while.
And that song was brought to you by Marianne McCullough, everyone! A round of applause!
Yay! I got such good homegirls.
That was so good. You rock, Marianne.
Thank you.
Oh, please stop. You're just saying that.
This is so weird. Like it usually works and it usually lowers the volume. Hello? And it's just okay, whatever. Alright, less reading for me.
You know neither of us can hold a tune, Marianne. A toast to our shameless drunk singer. May your drinks forever flow and your notes be ever lovely.
Aw, thanks, homegirl.
If anyone deserves a toast tonight, that's Cam. Finally sealed the deal after 3 years, eh?
Yeah, eh?
Read 'em and weep, bitches.
Alright, damn girl, that diamond ring. Kamala's diamond engagement ring gleams as she holds it up for all the world to see. She has reasons to be proud. 3 years of living together, and her boyfriend finally asked her the big question. I'm so happy for you. Obviously, she said yes.
Don't get too attached to that ring or the one after, sweetie. I was wearing a wedding ring not so long ago, and look at where I am.
Well, maybe it's because you can't keep them around, Haruna. Huh? Ever thought of that? Oh shit. Oh, burn.
But enough of me being a downer. Cheers to a happy engagement!
Indeed. Of course, if something like Haruna's divorce were to happen, I'd be there for Cam. Just as Cam had been there for me, acting more than just my yoga instructor, I can't be happier for my friend right now. Oh, you're a yoga instructor. Oh, that's cute.
Cheers!
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 Yes, cheers. Well, we both will be there for Cam, won't we, Haruna and I? Hopefully. Haruna, it's been a real bad year for her ever since her divorce. Oh, that sucks. She's such a nice person, even loaning me money to open a studio, and she didn't deserve what her husband had pulled. Cheated, I assume? I'm happy she's smiling again and pigging out like she used to. I think we've all missed our Japanese firecracker. Aww. We met in yoga class, of course, something I had joined to keep myself in shape and, well, honestly, so that I could make friends when I moved to Luxborn. And a good move on your part because now you got homegirls. Clearly it works like a charm, exactly. And it definitely didn't have anything to do with the fact that I brought along my lucky D20 die with me on that first day. No, sir. Oh, you got a lucky charm. I love these girls so much. Yeah.
What about you, Marianne? You're 30 years old and you still haven't got yourself a man.
Well, maybe I don't need a man, huh? Maybe I like ladies, you know?
And you guys know I have a very busy schedule. I don't have time for that.
Exactly, that too. Like, I don't need a man. And I don't need nobody to complete me, okay? I'm a big enough woman.
Oh, come on! That's a lame excuse and you know it! You need a man who'll take care of you and you need it now! Maybe some hunk who'll be your house hubby while you rake in the dough.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I'm quite capable of taking care of myself. Who needs a Mr. Right?
Yes, girl! Yes, Marianne, you tell him.
Hey, look at me. I'm Marianne McCullough, a lawful neutral cleric with 9 points in wisdom and 8 in charisma, but I can't get myself a date.
Oh, shut up. I mentioned druids and demons once. They don't even know the rules or understand what the numbers mean. She's like a total nerd, low-key nerd. Oh, that's cute. And I certainly am not some sort of holy person. I am a far cry from a miracle worker, and I barely have the willpower to fight off demons, especially my own.
Actually, maybe she isn't looking for a Mr. Right, but a Mrs. Right.
Exactly, see?
Oh, my Marianne, we still love you even if you're in the closet.
Aw, thank you, girl.
That would explain some things.
Hey, now.
Haruna, you don't have a ring anymore. Maybe you two can be together and I don't have to worry about my best girls being alone.
Aw, I'm glad you're so thoughtful.
What are you all about? There's nothing to explain.
Oh, Marianne, come on. Like, unless I'm assuming things wrong, like the whole how she freaked out kind of about seeing Hana's picture for the first time and it reminds her of her or somebody. Like, I don't know, it might be a lover, past lover, or it might just be a really close friend, who knows. But anyways, I hope we get some dirt on that. So the more I deny, the louder they tease until the other people in the pub start to watch. Hey now, it doesn't help at all when Haruna drapes her arms around my shoulders and leans in.
Will I be all yours then? Will you be making me feel like a woman?
Sure, Haruna, if that's what you want. I know that they're just kidding around, but this doesn't make me comfortable in the slightest. Right. So when Kamala notices my silence and Haruna sees the expression on my face, they stop. Aw, so thoughtful. And when the awkward air settles over us, the rest of the pub goes back to whatever they were doing before the whole thing ever happened. They probably won't ever remember it when they wake up with massive hangovers anyway.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Me too.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, no hard feelings, right?
Yeah. I raise my glass. They smile. We drink. And there's no need to say more. We are all definitely far too drunk tonight. Yes, so let's just enjoy the atmosphere. Eventually the fun times end. It is a weekday after all. Damn. And with Haruna being a nurse, she still has to get ready for her next shift. Cam also has a loving fiance waiting for her at home and really didn't have to make a fuss about having left some buns in the oven when she took off early. Right, okay. Really, I understand. I was the one who insisted, who was determined to get pissed drunk anyway. Moving to the bar, I sit. I'm going to just stay here and drink some more. Alone at last. Alright. Oh, and then Luke shows up, alone with a stranger. Hello, what are you doing here? I haven't seen him here before, obviously not a regular. He hasn't said a word and just sits there savoring his drink. With his whiskey served neat in one hand and lighter in the other, it doesn't seem like he's noticed me yet, and maybe I should go before he does look my way. because he was pretty and he was blonde, and those two things plus alcohol never did me any good. She has a thing for blonde, pretty people, I guess. And a thought too late. Hey girl, hey boy. Judging by the way his flushed face and the dazed look in his eyes, he's as pissed drunk as I am. Oh, for sure. But whereas I feel like keeling over, he looks like he's still ready to take the catwalk by storm. Damn, you got high tolerance. Well, of course, because he drinks on the regular. Really, he just has the air of one of those men who think they own the world. Oh, duh.
Hello there, sexy. Please don't stand up on my account. I already like what I see.
Damn, okay, boy.
Fancy a drink? It'll be on me.
Ew, so greasy. But then again, I might be pleasantly surprised if he proves me wrong.
Want some between the sheets? Sex on the beach? I'm talking cocktails, of course.
Of course, yeah. No, I prefer a screwdriver, if you know what I mean. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Ugh, fat chance. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We both know how to play this game. Yeah, I'll play along with your games. And there are two different ways for the night to end. One thing or another is going to happen. The question is, what do I want to do?
Oh no, that's fine. I'd rather order some blue balls or some AMF if you don't mind.
Oh, shut down. Damn. He looks like he's about to say some witty retort, but stops himself and downs the rest of his whiskey. I order a mint julep, he gets another whiskey, and we start the customary small talk. Of course, the saying, ask me no questions and I'll tell you no lies, goes without saying. We ask nothing about each other, offering up falsehoods to establish a strenuous fake connection between two strangers at a pub, if only to pass the time. Whiskey, as I have come to call him, is supposedly 21 years old, single, takes care of his sick mother, and is a manager of some sort. Ha! Wow, shit. Improv on point. Manager of what? I didn't care to listen to the details. Meanwhile, Mint, as he has come to call me, is 29 and I'm... what did I say I was again? Come on, girl, you gotta keep up this undercover facade. Come on. Oh yes, I told him that I was a professional chocolate taster, because fuck it, if I'm going to lie about what my job is, might as well make it fun. Exactly, I mean, who doesn't want to be a chocolate taster? It's a pretty decent chat between two pretty drunk strangers. That's great. And maybe it's just me, but we might as fucking well expend the tiniest amount of effort in pretending there's something meaningful in this meeting. Well, of course, because it's your next client's husband. Would have been nice too if it was just left at that. But during a lull in the conversation, he brings it up.
You know, I've never been with a woman taller than me.
Okay, that's nice. And to think he might have been different from the rest. Nope.
Never have and never will. Whiskey?
Yep. No thank you, sir. You can't tap this.
Can we go back to the history of chocolates?
Right? I'd rather be talking about Ferrero Rocher than this.
Did you know that chocolate candy was introduced in 19th century England as a healthier alternative to alcohol?
Oh, damn, I didn't know that. Cool, the more you know. St. Lucy was the most beautiful woman of her time. She had men come from the four corners of the world just to see the pure light of her exquisite green eyes. If she were so lucky, anyway.
No, enough of the history lesson.
Well, too bad.
Come on, Mint. You know and I know what you came here for.
I hate the fact that my nickname for him and like his nickname for me, it just sounds like it's just two stripper names. I'm Mint and he's whiskey. God, what is this? Though not every suitor was gallant and she was no fool, she had known that sooner or later she wouldn't be able to defend her chastity.
Come on.
Oh, don't do it.
There must be something that gets you going.
And it's definitely not you. So she had taken out a knife and gouged out her own eyes. Why gouge out your own eyes when you can gouge out the other their eyes? Like, I don't understand. Why does it have to be me? Why does it have to be us?
There is something, but I don't think you can handle it.
Yeah, no. Impressed with her devotion, God restored her eyes and made them more beautiful than before. Oh, that's great. Good to hear. He has a peculiar sense of humor, hasn't he? Yes, because that only meant suitors kept going after Lucy, and she kept her eyes in chalice to scare them away. Oh, so she's just like, oh, thanks for the eyes, but I don't want to wear them. I'll just keep them in a chalice, you know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can handle whatever it is.
Okay, no. Saint Lucy, help me so I can just deposit my eyes in a chalice and just be like, hey, I got beautiful eyes. Help me turn away from sin. Help me with my own blindness.
My place isn't too far from here.
Oh.
I won't take care of you if it ends up being too much for you.
Oh, whoa, is she actually?
And no one will be able to hear you if you try to scream.
Oh, wow, shit, Marianne.
You sure you want to go down that road, pretty boy?
Yeah, yo, what the fuck?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh shit, got some dumb sub shit going on here. What the fuck? Are we? Did we? Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh shit. Children, turn away. Marianne went to the crowbar, also called the Galeaway Shawl by its patrons, for a night with one of her close friends, Cam and Haruna. When they left, Marianne was seen with a stranger whom she only referred to as Whiskey. In turn, she was called Mint. Oh my god. The best thing about having my condo so close to the pub is the ease of access. As long as I can still stand and walk, I can make it home. Okay. Maybe I need help from a kind neighbor or two to help me with the last leg if I've really gone overboard on the alcohol. But I always made it home. Okay. Sometimes with company. Of course, that always comes with complications, especially with the real clingy ones. But it isn't anything a good tip about stalkers to the building security can't fix. Okay. I'm always nervous though, even if it isn't the first time I've done this. And the first few minutes when we enter my room are the first few agonizing minutes where I try not to panic. Okay, Mac, so far so good. Okay? Don't let him smell your fear under all that liquid courage. He'll leave sooner or later and I'll never have to see him again, just like every other man before him. I like to say to myself that the men I've brought to my place were more scared than I was. Yet there is no fear when I look into Whiskey's eyes, only delight. Wow, we're actually really doing this. When he starts touching me, I don't even hesitate when I push him against the door. Roughness is to be expected. And as long as he sticks to the script, everything will go smoothly. Oh my gosh. We'll have our little tumble in the sheets, he'll leave, we'll forget about it. Girl, it's gonna come haunting you back. If somebody asked what I really wanted, I would have told them I wanted a bed of roses, chocolates, and music, maybe in an Irish castle. But all I really want is her, and that's never going to be a reality. That was my fault, of course. Because I was afraid. Because I was a coward. They would never hold a candle up to her. She was the light of my life. Okay, so what I am getting at is that she had a crush on this girl, but was she too scared to come out to her? That's to say that she likes her, maybe? Is that what I'm getting at? And I had to let her go, okay? I can't even be bothered at the thought of her. Just a single thought of her makes my resolve to see this affair through waiver. Waiver, yes.
Wait.
Oh damn, we gotta have some sexy time. God damn. Okay, go. Children, turn away!
What is it now?
Okay, what? Yeah, at least you're still dressed. Yes, what is it now? I don't know. What's it gonna be, Marianne? Sex or not to sex or not to sex? I don't think we should sex, girl. I'm just saying, like, I'm all good for a little tumble in the sheep, but we know exactly who the hell this is, so this is wrong.
We're both drunk.
Yeah, we're both drunk, and yes, thank you, please. We don't need him to be unfaithful to Hana more than he actually is, so this is, yeah, we need to not do this. We're both drunk.
And
I know exactly who you are. Well, at least we do, not Marianne, but like we're saving Marianne from like, you know, what's about to come.
This is wrong.
Yeah, this is wrong. Drunk sex is never a good thing, you know?
Don't you think it's a bit fucked up that we're about to have sex and we're just calling each other by the drinks that we had?
Exactly. How awkward is that? Like, you're not like, I don't want to be down to be in the middle of doing it, and all the only thing I got to work with is just, oh, whiskey. Like, I don't know. It doesn't sound right. It just ruins the mood completely. Instant boner kill. Like, no.
How messed up are we?
Yeah, no, this is a bad idea.
Doll, shut up with the ethics and morality talk. It is seriously putting me out of the mood.
Well, but like already the whole nickname on the drinks thing is already putting me out of the mood. So like, I don't know, like you're damn.
If you want to leave now, Whiskey, I understand. I mean, with how smashed you are, it'd probably be best for you to sleep the night unless you want to be mugged.
Indeed. Let's just sleep, okay? I can get the floor. You get the bed. I don't even know.
But I won't stop you. And this isn't going to happen.
Yeah, this is not gonna happen. This is a bad idea.
Bloody hell.
Yes, thank you, cockblock. Yes. Like, we already know who he is, though. Like, if we didn't and we like went straight to Marianne and we were like, oh yeah, let's just do it, let's just go big or go home, because that's, like, you know, my thing. But like in games like these, we're like, no, we know exactly who this man is. So this is awkward. Of course, he's annoyed at me for putting off our night of sexual congress. But no means no. Exactly. No means no, and you must respect it unless you want to be charged as a rapist. So, and beyond spewing a few profanities under his breath, he surprisingly simmers down soon enough. Good. You're a good man then. I was worried for a moment that he might try to force something. Good, yeah, because you never know. Instead, he makes a show of fixing his suit and smoothing down his hair before making himself comfortable on the nearest seat he could find. Good.
What are you doing then? You have a guest in your home. Put the damn kettle on.
Okay, I'll make you some damn tea, Jesus.
Dandelion tea if you have it. But I suppose all you have are those shitty tea bags from the store.
Oh, piss off. If it isn't for the absurdity of this turn of event, I would have flipped him off, for thinking I have no taste. But in the end, I just laugh. All I got are cans of Korean ginseng and lemon balm, though, no dandelion. Alright, without a second thought, I do wet the tea. That's 3 minutes to get the kettle to boil. 3 minutes where we say nothing to each other. Oh, how awkward is that? Like, I know, like, I put you in an awkward situation, but like, I put you there for a good reason, Marianne. I mean, what do you even say to a guy I was going to sleep with until I changed my mind? I doubt he's in the mood to talk about the influence of chores on Mallory. It's still unusual by the time we are both seated on my bed with mugs of tea in hand.
Just so you know, whatever is going on right now is a lot stranger and fucked up than the one night stand.
Well, then that's a good story for you to tell at parties then, huh?
We are two messed up individuals by your logic.
Indeed.
Everything is messed up, if you ask me. War, terrorism, famine, poverty, loved ones and loved lost.
Yes. Oh, yes. Let's get philosophical. Let's get philosophical drunk.
This whole world is a cesspool.
I know. Tell me about it, girl. The dead air is still telling when it fills the room once more. One would think that this is the perfect time to burst or to spill about whatever issues that made us the fucked up person that we are today. And it is. But I guess some part of me would rather not put the weight of my problems on somebody else's shoulder. It wouldn't be fair to leave that to a person when I don't even know if we'll ever see each other again. But you will. That's the funny part. You will. Sooner rather than later, we both pass out on my bed, mugs left forgotten on the floor. Nice. Awkward, but like, it's kind of cute in a way. When I wake, whiskey is already gone. Yes. A bottle of painkillers and a note on the table are the only evidence that I wasn't alone last night. Thanks for the tea, Marianne whiskey. Ah, that's so cute. Huh, how the hell does he know my name? What? I don't even question where these are from or just how he knew my real name. Right. I'm just grateful for something to help with the hangover. Might as well. Yes. I have a job to do. Yes. And you're going to meet him once again. October 22nd, Saturday. Okay, let's see where I am now in terms of time, but let's read this journal first. Alright. Okay. Let's see. So Marianne and Whiskey went back to her condo after having one too many drinks. However, Marianne changed her mind about the one-night stand and ended up sharing tea with him instead. The next morning, the stranger left nothing but a note and a bottle of painkillers. Ah, but it's so cute. So thoughtful of him. It isn't often that I think about drinking on the job. But after meeting with the Wrights yesterday really makes me want to break my self-imposed rules. Because you saw him, yeah. Because first off, fucking damn Whiskey was fucking damn Mr. Wright. There you go. And to top it all off, they had somehow forgotten to inform me that they didn't own the Ermengarde mansion yet when they hired me. What sort of person does that? Well, them, rich people.
Ugh, rich people.
Yes, I knew it. I'm glad you and I think the same thing. I could do nothing but twiddle my thumbs at this. However, twiddle my thumbs and wait for the go signal. It's not like I can accept other smaller projects. This is a big job and I should be ready to start on it at any time. Not to mention that my PA practically begged me to be patient and wait this out. It was a hard choice. It was a hard decision to agree, but I did so in the end. Besides, I'm doing this for the Ermengarde mansion, not for anything or anyone else. I've had a headache. I'd have a headache whatever I do anyway. Yes. I'd go to the pub again, but seeing what happened a few days ago, I'd rather not end up in bed with another potential client. Yes, I saved you, Marianne. Be thankful. And it might be a huge leap in logic, but a library is the next best thing after the pub. I have to go there anyway. I need more books for Dad. Also, plus I also need to return the ones I borrowed last time. Finding a new book or two to read for myself while I have nothing to do isn't such a bad idea either. Yes. So on a Saturday morning, I find myself going to the only library in Luxbourne to hopefully cool off. Alright, library! After returning an Urzuli and a poetry book by Henry of Podbury, I asked the librarian about the several titles on my list, though I don't have much luck on that front. Okay. Dialogue with Death was already snatched, and she bluntly said that she did not keep our mathematical universe for someone who didn't return books on time. Oh. I make headway at least when I ask about Siege and Rendition of Havana by Jacobo de Pezuela. Pezuela? If you count her snarling and pointing at the history section as headway, that is. Alright, the history section is devoid of any other except for myself and a redhead, though I'd wager a guess that red's just passing by to get to the classical literature section. So many books, so little time. Scanning the books and seeing so many wonderful titles gives me great pleasure. Yes, same. And that's when I spot it.
Hello, sailor. Why don't you come to Mama?
Well, who are we talking to? Are we talking to a book? Yes. It's not the naval battle book I was looking for. No, it's even better. History of Luxbourne Architecture. The newly acquired History of Luxbourne Architecture, first edition too. I know I just have to get it. I have been waiting to get my hands on the book for so long. In fact, there is only one copy. The fact that there is only one copy proves to be a problem, though. When Red reaches out for it the same time as I do. Oh no. Who are you?
I think I had this first, miss.
Oh, you're Rose. I mean, yeah, Becca. Jesus, Becca. Like, why'd you? It's not red. It's pink. Okay. God. I can only stare her down when she refuses to let go of the book. Refusing to let go of it as well, I raised a brow at her in hopes that the fact that I was significantly taller than her would intimidate the girl. Nope. Becca doesn't give a shit. Even then, she refused with a rebellious look.
This isn't exactly light reading, miss.
No, I'm not a person to be a light reader, okay? So, back off.
I mean, do you even know which architect was at the forefront of 18th century Irish architecture?
Probably she does. A beat. She blinks and I can't help the smirk on my face, which is wiped off when she opens her mouth.
Edward Lovett Pierce, who established the Palladian style through his work with Castletown House and the Irish Houses of Parliament.
Boom! Mic drop.
This bridge was destroyed in this year to delay French troops while under the regency of Mary of Guise.
Damn, she schooled you. Schooled. This is not what I was expecting. Let's be honest, how many people would know these history facts? Aside from me anyway.
Going right to the obscure ones, aren't you?
Yes.
Easy enough. Tullybody Old Bridge in Clackmannanshire, Scotland, on the January of 1560, if we want to be specific.
Okay, guys, enough of the history architectural talk because I'm not interested. I'm very lost. Suddenly it's a game where we throw these history questions and facts at each other, back and forth in hushed tones unless we want to be thrown out of the library. After a while, it goes from a strange competition into this strange but friendly banter, if it could be called that. Of course, yeah. But as fun as it is, the exchange soon slows down until we're grinning at how odd this whole scene is.
Marianne McCulloch, my desire for potatoes doesn't quite match what the stereotypes suggest.
Uh-huh.
Rebecca Gales, the Scots' supposed hatred for the English wasn't enough to stop me from teaching their little spawns.
Aha, you're Scottish and Irish, hey! By then, we had forgotten about our little tug-of-war, although she still holds the book in her hands. I had let go of it without realizing when she answered my first question.
History teacher, then?
Yes.
Got it in one.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder you gave me a run for my money. Now, if we're talking about architecture, I'd blow you out of the water.
Of course, Marianne.
You're from where? Luxbourne Uni?
No.
Oh no, just St. Goretti's.
St. Goretti's, that's where Kylie goes to, right? Yeah, Saint Goretti. You'd think a school would choose a more appropriate saint to name themselves after, especially when they have very young students.
And I'm guessing you're an architect, if you're so confident about the subject.
Used to be, former architect, now interior designer.
Interior designer, Miss Gales.
Yes.
Please, just call me Rebecca. You aren't one of my students, are you?
Yeah.
Marianne, then.
Yes. Aw, we're making friends. I could have said that I was an architect, but there's no point in explaining why I wasn't one anymore.
So, I've never seen you before. I'd like to think I've met every history aficionado in town.
Nope. I think you just moved.
I blame the rock I've been hiding under,
true,
of course. That, and I'm usually only here on the weekdays if time allows. Work often has me meeting clients on the weekends.
Right. I'm a workaholic.
That must be interesting work.
Yes.
It allows for some creative freedom, sure.
Okay.
But it's like working with children sometimes. Though you probably have it harder working with actual children.
Right.
The hardest part is convincing them that your idea is their idea.
That sounds exciting.
Yes.
It is!
But isn't that true for any workplace, though? We just cross our fingers and hope there aren't any man-children in charge of important things.
Right, but half the time they are man-children.
Any big projects right now? I can't imagine that interior designing is a frequent thing.
Yes, I am currently working on one.
I'm working on the Ermengarde mansion. Lucky me. That mansion. Inta. Wonderful. Breathtaking. I can't wait to start in it.
Okay.
Now that is beautiful architecture.
Oh, but it's cursed though. A pause. It looks like she wants to say something at my mention of the house. I'm not surprised, that place is certainly popular with the locals, especially with the urban legends attached to it. In the next second though, she seems to think better of it and drops what she's about to say.
So, do you have a portfolio or anything I can take a look at? I'd love to see your designs. Maybe you have some on a tablet?
Maybe.
I've met some designers before, and they're always going crazy over these virtual room apps or another.
Uh-huh.
A tablet? Please. Callicrates didn't need those silly iTabs when he built the Parthenon. I certainly don't need one to design a house.
Okay, but it would have made your job easier, no? The computer back at my place is all I have. Oh. Why should I buy such an expensive gadget that will just get outdated within the year when what I have is just as functional? Okay, fair enough. The traditional ways had a far more personal touch in my opinion, not to mention those smartphones are awful tools of procrastination. Hey now! I can't even count on one hand the number of people I see going outside only to have their eyes glued to the things. That's their own fault. The fucked touchscreens, they're evil things that make typing what should have been a simple task harder.
I do have an online portfolio if you'd like. I can...
Speaking or thinking of the devil seems to have summoned it because before I can even carry on, Rebecca's attention wanes as she pulls out her mobile. For what I can only assume is a call, she gives me an apologetic look before she's standing up and excusing herself. Off farther into the aisle she goes for some privacy. I do my best to give it to her as well, trying to tune her out.
Well, is something wrong?
What?
Lunch at the coffee house. Sure, I can make it. I'm not too far. I can be there in 10.
Oh, okay, I see. I know where we are now. This is before Rose was discovered murdered, and this is when Isabella was treating Zach and Rebecca to lunch. But with how quiet the surrounding is, she can't be blamed if I overhear snippets of our conversation. When she returns with a sheepish look on her face, I know that our friendly chat has to be cut short.
Sorry, I have to go and meet with some friends.
I can give you my business card.
It's fine. Totally fine. No need to even apologize.
Right.
About the book.
Yeah. Her embarrassment increases twofold when she realizes she's still holding onto the history of Luxborn architecture. Yeah. I don't give her time to think about it as I put up my hand and shake my head. Fishing out a pen and paper from my bag along with one of my business cards, I hand them over to her.
You know, I'm busy with work, so I might not even be able to take a peek at it anytime soon. You can go ahead and have it.
Right. Aw, Marianne.
But you'll have to ring me up when you're returning it just so I can snag it right away. Deal?
Deal. Yeah, she makes quick work penning her number down and handing it back to me with a grin.
Deal. Just message me during school hours, of course.
Right.
You have a good day then.
Bye.
You too.
Yep. Okay, with Rebecca gone, I'm left alone standing in the history section. Although my original plans were simply to sit down and read a good book, our little pop quiz, if you could call it that, made the time pass passed by without any of us even realizing it. It was fun, and I do believe I made a new friend. Good job, Marianne! Yay! New friend acquired. Even with the talk of lunch, however, I don't feel like grabbing a bite to eat. There are still other books to be read here, and I'm hoping to find something that will help me while I work with the rights. Something like How to Deal with Arseholes Professionally 101, just in case. Yeah. How to Deal with Assholes for Dummies. I've dealt with a lot of uppity, snooty, and rich clients before, but it's still better to be safe than sorry. Because Luke Wright just takes the fucking cake, and he probably manages to eat it too. It seems the world is conspiring to keep me from my me time as my mobile vibrates in my pockets the moment I find something from the shelves of the classic literature section.
Marianne McCulloch, Charlie Rose Design speaking.
Yes, Miss Cooper. Marianne, yes, yeah.
Rose Cooper here, Miss McCullough. I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time or anything.
Okay, nope.
But I just wanted to check in and tell you that we've got the clear to hand over the documents.
Right.
Madam Wright told us that we should forward the floor plans to you.
Right. Already? How did they go through the process so fast? Well, the magical shit. Surely there is so many red tape to even acquire the forms and the transferring of rights. Surely there is so many red tapes to even acquire the forms and the transferring of rights. No matter how rich the rights are, it shouldn't be this quick, right? So many rights. God.
So, if I can just have your email, I'll be sending them your way.
Okay.
I'd actually like a physical copy of the floor plans.
Oh, damn, okay.
Oh, I suppose that's fine. I'm not at the office right now, but I can inform Miss Santos of your request.
Okay, and this is where Rose would call us.
I'll make sure to drop by the office after lunch if that's fine.
Okay.
Not a problem. Right. Well, cheers.
Okay.
Right. Cheers.
Okay. Right, I don't know. I just don't. Is there some sort of deeper miscommunication when we last met? These things take time. It's been, what, a day? Less than that even. There isn't even a point in trying to make sense of these people who seem to be larger than life. Aww. Oh, Marianne. Oh, Marianne. So awkwardly socially awkward. Anyways, I feel like I can leave it here for now, you guys. I think I've maybe gone a little bit off my mark. Maybe? Yeah, just a little bit off my mark, but I'm still within the hour and 30 or so minutes, and I like to keep it that way. Even though, yes, again, we still haven't really gotten anything exciting happen other than our last thing that happened with Zachary, and that just left us off on a cliffhanger, and now we are switching points of view to Marianne, and we are basically, again, slowly filling in the blanks of certain events that has passed, and just getting Marianne's point of view of what's happened there. So anyways, gonna leave it here. I will see you guys in the next episode, and we can continue on and see just how involved Marianne will get, because, like, she did see the letter herself as well too, when we accidentally, as Isabella, handed her the documents, and we found they found the letter within those sheets. So yeah, so she saw it, so obviously some shit's gonna go down. I think the ghost is gonna follow her, we just don't know how exactly. So yeah, indeed, so I wonder how, because throughout the entirety of us having super, like, paranormal experiences, we have yet to really hear what's happening with Marianne. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what will happen. And until then, you guys, I'll see you in the next episode. So bye.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will